Honored guests, dear friends, from the President's residence in Jerusalem, it is such a pleasure for me to address you as you come together in Warsaw from around the world in what is undoubtedly a gathering of some of our finest minds and hearts at a critical moment for the Jewish people. 50 years ago, on November 10th, 1975, my late father, Chaim Herzog, of blessed memory, stood before the United Nations General Assembly to respond as Israel's ambassador to Resolution 3379, which declared that Zionism is racism. I distinctly recall my father describing that day the tension in the hall, the sense, on the one hand, of standing alone, but on the other hand, of representing not just the state of Israel, but the past, present, and future generations of the Jewish people. My father utterly rejected that despicable resolution. He called Zionism, and I quote, one of the most stirring and constructive national movements in human history. And in a gesture that became a symbol of moral clarity, he tore that shameful resolution to pieces, declaring that it was the United Nations itself that stood accused. Then, as now, the work of defending our people and our nation is not easy, but then, as now, it goes to the heart of our commitment to truth, to justice, to humanity, and to each other. Friends, as people at the fore of international legal discourse, you have, like the Jewish people itself, both enormous gifts and enormous responsibility. It is not a matter to be taken lightly. We've seen the repercussions of a poisonous discourse on Israel. We've seen extremist ideologies and their advocates colonize and weaponize the sacred institutions of justice. And we've seen how anti-Semitic lies spread swiftly, from international forums to parliaments, campuses, city streets, seen how quickly rhetoric becomes action, seen it show up as terror against Jews and Jewish targets in Israel and throughout the world, and, of course, sends libel and poison throughout the web. So, dear friends, our response matters, and I want to thank you for calling on your gifts and your resources, your deep knowledge, your penetrating insights, your eloquence, your brilliance, and your deep caring to come to the defense and aid of our people and of justice in these challenging times. I want to take this opportunity to thank the IJL, its acting CEO, Advocate Sharon Banyan, its president, my dear friend, Advocate Meir Linzen, and every one of you who has made this significant effort to be part of this collective lean in to our sources of our strength and vitality. Your work matters immensely. Let us not forget, so long as we are there together, not forget even one of our hostages. We have some hostages who are still there, and we want them to return to their families for dignified burial and eternal rest. May you all go from strength to strength in fighting for the good cause of Israel, in fighting for justice, in fighting for healing a fractured world. Toda Rabba to all of you.